Okay. It does show it's recording now and a recording icon in the top right. Um, I wish it would do that automatically. So it wouldn't have to manually be done. Uh, I had to learn how to do the software. I've never, other than joining a Zoom meeting, I've done nothing to it or used it further than that. Uh, I know there's option in the option settings to have it automatically record, but evidently it didn't do that. Oh, Jim Cortez. Well, good evening, Jim. Oh, I was going to get Justin and Ben. Let me give them a note. Just make sure they haven't forgotten, maybe. Okay, Justin said he is trying to join a meeting. Okay. Well, yeah, we did get I guess we can call a meeting to order. Um, yeah, a board meeting for the Jacksonville Range Association. And there's Justin. Hello, Justin.
Hey.
And we are trying out our new link. The club now has our own Zoom account and it is being recorded. So everything should be recorded into the cloud on our account. And the AI does its magic. I think it transcribes it and does all kind of other stuff. Um, and it's good. Hey, looks like you're in a tropical island there, Justin.
I figured you're not the only one that knows how to be tropical.
Yeah. Well,
where'd I go?
You've lost gravitation. You're sideways.
Can't do that.
Yeah, we got a Zoom account for Jacksonville Range Association, and we are recording. And I put a disclaimer when you join, it notifies you that we are being recorded.
Right.
And I see Justin has raised his hand. Or Justin, Jack has raised his hand. Go ahead, Jack. Well, all right. The one thing I wanted to go or ask about, we have 5 members here. I think we have. We can we got a quorum. What my law states. We we have the DR1X Yazoo repeater that we took out of the CSX building that we need to send out for repair. I was wanting to get everybody's approval to get that thing sent out to Yazoo and have it repaired. So we'll have another backup repeater. So if one goes bad, we'll be able to do a quick swap out again. I guess we'll just take audio. Everybody that approves getting it sent out and having it repaired, just say yay, I guess.
Yay.
I'll see.
Probably if it's like.
Yeah. Is Ben with us? I didn't see.
He is not with us as of yet.
Maybe
Okay.
you could call him. Maybe you could call him, Justin.
Yeah, I've texted him, but I've not gotten a response.
He's probably changing a diaper or something. He'll probably join us.
Yeah. Okay. Did
All
you
right,
get?
so did we have a motion and a vote and everyone has agreed? Is that right for the repeater repair?
Yes, sir. I do believe so. Did you get our box for shipping, Justin?
I have the box, yes.
Okay.
And I have the repeater.
Okay. Let's let's see. It would probably be best if we can get the repeater in the box and suppose get the box to Ben, since Ben is the treasurer and has access to the funds, and he can get it. Probably I prefer FedEx, but wherever to get it.
I think he has a commercial or a business FedEx account or anyway.
Yeah,
That seems to be a problem
ship.
whenever we mix in with somebody else's business.
I don't. Hang on one second for me. I'll be right back.
Jack, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
So we have an official return address, which is the address of our registered agent, Ben Bramlett.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
So why don't I just take the box over to Justin, or take the repeater over to Justin? We'll put it in the box. I'll take it around the corner to the UPS store and ship it.
Well, Ben just chimed in. He wanted to know when the meeting was. He said sure, but I told him it is now. So hopefully he can join in.
Good evening, sir.
That would involve paying to have it shipped, and then the club could reimburse you if that's okay with you.
I have no problem with that.
Okay, that was my only concern because, yeah.
Sorry, what's the question about the shipping?
Jack was saying that he could get the box from you.
No, it's adjustments.
Yeah.
One way or the other, we'll get the box and the repeater put in and be ready to ship. But what was the question about Ben possibly providing the account for the shipping if we just reimburse him?
Yeah, no, Jack volunteered to carry at the UPS store there, and
I don't know what the account is, but if we can save on shipping, I think Ben could give us the information, and if he still has the account, and we can save money on the shipping.
Well,
I don't. I think it's around our elbow to get to our thumb to pull all that off.
I'm just referring back to what Nofar's had to pay when they borrowed our box to ship theirs back, and it was very expensive to ship and insure a large item, heavy item like that.
How much?
It's usually around $150 or more.
It was at least $150 to ship it. Yes.
Yeah, that's been my experience.
They spent more to ship it than they did to fix it.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Well, Fridays. What are you doing on Friday, Ben?
Yeah. Well, we're talking about our DR1X repeater bin and getting it shipped back. We're trying to. Justin has the box. Jack has the repeater, and we're trying to get those two items together and Jack has volunteered to get it to a shipping supplier and pay for the shipping, and the club can reimburse him, or Justin thinks you may have a commercial account that could save us on shipping.
I'm disconnecting the repeater as we speak.
So yeah, do you still have access to a shipping account, Ben?
Which employer has the shipping account?
It's his own account, Jack. Don't worry about that. I'll get the repeater from you. I'll get it boxed up, and Ben and I will arrange for the shipping.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Ben has. Let's see. Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe Ben's having a problem with his audio, but yeah, we cannot hear you, Ben. I see that you're unmuted, but we're hearing no audio.
Let's see.
We heard, let's see.
Yeah, still no audio, Ben. And another question I had also was for Ben. We have the 6-meter preamp that quit working, and I was wanting to see if we can get everybody's permission to get that, if Ben has not repaired it, to get that sent off and have it repaired, so we can have the preamp for a 6-meter receiver.
Can y'all hear me now?
We hear you.
All right. Sorry, I was in the gym and I did not know we were having this meeting, so.
Little bit of echo. You may have another mic open.
No, I'm just in a really echoey gym.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, you're able to get the preamp for the 6-meter repeater working, Ben? Or did it
No, I have it down. I have it diagnosed and I'm looking for the part right now.
Okay. If you cannot access or get the part, let's see about getting that shipped back and having it repaired at the manufacturer. So
Okay.
have a receiver for the.
Well, that'll be cheap to ship. It's kind of small, so but I don't have that account anymore. I had an account through ADP back when I worked for ADP years ago, and I don't have any kind of a commercial UPS or FedEx account anymore.
That's fine. I'll take care of the shipping, and I'll get you the receipt.
Where does it need to go? What city does it go to?
I believe the DR1Xs go to California somewhere.
They're in California.
That's one reason why it's so expensive.
Well, and it's big, heavy, and you have to insure it for the full value.
Yeah, we want to insure it for
Replacement value.
Yeah. And that's about all I have. Everything else we can cover at a regular meeting. Anybody else have anything they want to address at the time?
Well, let me just
Jack,
say,
if you're gonna rearrange your room, mute your microphone.
I don't think they heard you, Ben, but because Jack was talking at the same time.
Oh, there's a lot of loud clanging and banging noises.
Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
yeah, well, I'm moving kind of slow. I got the DR1X pulled out of my workbench here. away from its dummy load and this and that power supply. So it is freed up. And on a chair in the living room, Ben.
I think Justin's gonna, are you gonna be?
I mean, Justin.
Uh, are you still planning to go to the Nemore site on Thursday, Justin?
I am.
Are you, would you like to go, Jackson with him?
I texted Jack to see if he wanted to go, but he has not replied. So Jack, are you available Thursday morning to go to Nemours?
I'm fighting a horrible cold. It's very debatable.
All right.
What about you, Jim? Would you like to go up with, Justin to the Nemours?
I'm busy on Thursday.
Okay. I thought I would just ask, anybody else would, welcome to go if anybody is available Thursday morning.
Justin, it's not out of the question, but at the moment, it would be out of the question, if you know what I mean.
I understand.
Yeah, there's down here, there's several people sick. It's been last couple of weeks, people on and off. It's going through everybody. So far, I've been lucky. I haven't caught whatever. I had 2 people was COVID. The other 2 or 3 has just been chest congestion, but haven't been tested as COVID. So, you
Well,
know,
the wife and I tested for COVID today, negative, no COVID.
that's
All right,
good.
so I have a copy of the back to the subject. I have a copy of the operational manual for the voter that I will take with me. I'm going to review it to make sure I know how to make the adjustments, but I'll take it with me along with any of the necessary tools. And if I have any difficulty, I'll reach out to you by phone, Daniel.
Okay. I got the page marked. I forget what page number it is. I sent it to Jack.
I have it, and I have it on my phone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's right there, almost centered, a little bit to the left of the voter on the front. Little hole, just.
Yep.
And it's labeled. So.
Yep. I was there when
Mark or
the last time we visited with Mike.
And you did the service monitor and all adjustments and all that.
Right.
Alignment.
Yeah. And he had set the volumes by ear at that time. So you're saying that the signal is hot on transmit?
Yep. The output of the voter just needs to be turned down.
The voter itself. Okay. So we don't need any changes to anything else, right?
Yeah.
Correct. That is correct. You can actually flip the switch on the front of the repeater to hear the voter coming into the repeater speaker. You can also listen on 1.6 direct, and not the voter, but the IDer, and it sounds fine. But when it comes through the repeater, it does not.
I'll be sure to take an AT with me so I can test it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just
since I don't have a microphone that'll work on that.
Yeah, it doesn't need much, but it's hot, basically.
Daniel, you'd also talked about disconnecting the Nemours receiver and the duplexers.
If you have time, I would like to see the receiver there at that site disconnected and the duplexers. The only reason they're in line is because of that local receiver.
I have a question on that, Daniel.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Jack.
What would be wrong with leaving it online, but changing its PL tone to 100.3 off of 127.3, like No Forest does?
Because we have a voter. We don't need to be doing that.
Okay,
That receiver, eventually we're gonna have it moved potentially to the 6-meter site. Once we
oh,
put
good.
that receiver at the 6-meter site, will 440 link it back to the voter. So we'll still have a downtown receiver, but it will be voted in, and we can actually do away with the duplexers at the transmitter site, and we'll have a better output signal.
You're ahead of me. I got you.
See, that's a purpose. I want to get rid of the receiver locally and do away with the duplexers. That's going to help the transmitter, and it'll also help the receiver there. And then the voter will have everything coming in through the voter from all the receivers wherever we put them. We can put 6-meter repeater receivers at remote sites, 2 meters, 440. If we want to add a 10-meter, we can add a 10-meter, 440 it back to the voter. It's the possibilities that are unlimited, but we got to start at the baseline and get the 7.6 machine working. And
Right.
So, yeah, if we can get rid of that downtown the local repeat receiver there and the duplexers and get the 7.6 sounding good, then we can start linking. First would be the 6-meter into it, and then if that works good, then we can go from there. But
Move forward.
yeah,
Sounds
baby
good.
steps. Baby steps. That way, that would help the 6-meter range greatly, and it's
Well,
going to help us.
if we change too much at one time, it gets overwhelmingly confusing as to what's not right.
Exactly. I want to get that 6-meter, not 7.6 working right and make it simple. We already got receivers out there, the Dames Point and Orange Park, so we don't need the downtown. It's still going to receive, but we can do away with our duplexers if we don't have the receiver downtown at the site. Then once we move the receiver to the 6-meter site, we can actually remove the receiver at the 6-meter site, the 6-meter receiver. Take it out, move the 6-meter receiver to the Nemore site. Hook it directly up to the voter. Anytime somebody transmits 6-meter into the 6-meter receiver repeater, it's going to be received at Nemore. It's going to send out 7.6. But now at the 6-meter site, we'll hook up a 7.6 receiver, which what did we just do? We hooked up a 7.6 receiver for downtown, so it's already there.
So we will eliminate the need for messing with cavities.
Yeah, now the 6-meter site is receiving 7.6, which it's receiving 6-meter downtown. So it's crossbanding over to 7.6.
Actually 1.6.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's not feeding back to itself, because it is a different frequency. And
Correct.
then the 6-meter repeater is going to be transmitting from the 6-meter site without the duplexers. And so what have we done? We have eliminated the 6-meter duplexers, which is going to help the receive. And then we get our 6-meter preamp hooked back up. We go to Nemore, hooked up to the 6-meter receiver, hooked to the voter. Now we just increased our receive potentially, because there's no dupe. And if that two systems work, now we got a 2-meter repeater and a 6-meter repeater tied together, cross-banded. I think it will work. And it won't work until we try it. And then we want to, we can tie in the 440, or we can put a 2-meter receiver, 220 receiver out there, or a 10-meter receiver out there, or 1.2. It's just, let's have fun with this. Let's make it interesting. Let's get some more club members. Let's get people saying, hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, it's all magic. We don't have to change tones on our receivers to make all this work. You just key it up. It works. It's magic.
Well, the only reason they're changing tones is because they don't have a voter. They just have a mixer.
Exactly. We have a photo. We can do magic with what we have. People will be scratching their head. How are you doing it? It's magic. We own our repeaters. We're a repeater club that owns, we're a radio club that owns repeaters. We're not just a radio club.
We got more assets than any group in the whole region.
Exactly. And that's what I want to show everybody out here. Hey, we have the resources. We need members to help run this stuff. And we won't have fun with what we have. And we're going to let the members get involved. Say what you want to see happen. What kind of nets you want to run. What we can't do it without members. But yeah, that's my goal, is to get this system working and keep expanding on it. And I think once we start getting it going, especially 6 meter, a lot of people won't use a 6 meter, but it has no range right now. This is going to improve the 6 meter. And once we get that working and get it tied in with a 2 meter, the 7.6, I think it's going to start some interest in the community. People's going to start talking.
Plus, when there's a 6 meter band opening, the community will go wild.
Exactly. When we're not going to do this by sitting around. And Ben made a statement back in the January meeting saying he was not going to wait till I got back to start doing this. And I'm getting back 1st of March, April, May, or the week or so after that. Here it is 2 months later, and nobody's touched any of our equipment in 2 months' time.
Well, I touched it, but I didn't get anything done.
Yeah, that's just, so yeah, half of my time gone, 2 months. It's, yeah,
amazing.
We're not making much progress here. And I don't want to see the club do this. I want to see the club progress and grow. We're not going to do it by what we've done the first 2 months of this year. We have to improve on what we're doing. Or otherwise,
I may be wrong. Didn't we promote and participate in the winter field day?
Hey, that's in the past. Let's look to the future.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have.
so we just have stuff to build on. That's what I'm saying.
Well, speaking of the future, we'll be down at Fort Caroline on Saturday, so it's not like we're doing nothing.
Yeah, we're getting better. We're getting better.
You know what would have been a better choice than Fort Caroline, Ben? Fort Mose, on Black History Week or month. Fort Mose, wow. But anyway,
I was trying to do something inside of Duval County.
Why?
Better elevation, better participation.
They can always move stuff around.
If you were doing VHF, UHF only, but none of that matters.
But we're trying to improve. It's slow, but
let's go for it at Fort Caroline.
The winter field day was great, but I have not seen anything on our website, Facebook page, any videos or. We was there, but how are we showing community? How's the community?
Daniel, there was a live stream on our YouTube that I did on our YouTube that is there that people have watched.
Did we get any QSL card requests for special event certificates?
I don't think we advertise it as a special event. Is that on our QRZ page that we send those out?
Could be a good idea.
But I don't go specifically to our YouTube channel. And if I did, would I have found that video on winter field day?
Well, that's why we ask people to subscribe and to turn on notifications. So when we do go live or we do post a video, they have it.
I don't do that.
It's going to take more than one go round.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I'm sure other people don't subscribe. And
likewise, emails.
Yeah. I go to your website. I mean, I go to W4RNG.com, and if it's not there and there's no link, it's like nothing's happening there.
Write it up on Squelch Tail. Publish it.
Well, then you have people like me that subscribe to YouTube channels of organizations and companies that have never once looked at or been to their website. So
You'll figure it out.
coin
Yeah.
has both sides, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
sure
you
do.
need to advertise on YouTube and everywhere else also. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know we had anything out there on Winterfield Day. It's
Yeah.
not there.
It's on Facebook, it's on YouTube, it's
Okay, well, we need something on our website that points towards the video on YouTube. Not just a link, say click here, go to our videos. I mean, hey, we need a link here, go to videos and have a drop down Winterfield Day 2024. That way, when I go to my videos on our website, hey, there's Winterfield Day 2020. I click on it, it goes to the YouTube video or the live stream.
What I do.
But I
That's
go to a
what
website and there's nothing. I'm not just going to click and go to the YouTube because you can have thousands of videos. Man, unless
That's
you
what
have
I
it
do.
organized like that, I'm never going to find anything.
That's the kind of stuff that I do with my Panama Canal Lake Gatun video. That's hour and a half uploaded to whatchamacallit, YouTube as we go through the canal years ago.
Well, we're improving. We're got to keep improving.
And we have to move in the same directions.
Yeah, it's I feel like our webpage is, if I'm looking up information for John Deere, I'm not going to go to YouTube and look up John Deere. I'm going to go to John Deere's website and look up the LSD 440 tractor. I'm not
Yeah.
going to go to YouTube and look up John Deere LSD 440.
Right.
Likewise, I'm not going to go to look up Jacksonville Range Association and go to YouTube. I'm going to go to look up Jacksonville Range on the website and see if they have their website. And that's usually where that's just me. Old school.
Ben,
so let's talk about the website then, because when I look at the About Us page and the home page, they're 100% redundant of each other.
Okay, let's do away with the About page and let's make an Echolink page. We have Echolink. There's nothing on our website about Echolink. We need to have our node number and maybe some instructions on how to use Echolink. So
okay,
the About page would be a new page about Echolink and maybe some videos on how to set Echolink up.
how to download a link to download it on Android or iOS and this and that.
Yeah, but I like to have our web page set up where when you click on a video, the video plays within our web page. It don't send people away from our web page to YouTube to play the video over here on YouTube. And then we lost a person. They get through watching that, then they go over here and watch somebody else's Echolink. Somebody else is over here, which they're eventually going to do that. We're going to lose them. But if we have links to instructional videos on our web page, and when you click on it, plays within the block within our web page, we haven't lost them. But now, if they click on that with video and go to a different link, they're gone.
And Mr. Webmaster, we need a link to our range work day where you and I, you are talking on my Princess phone via, what do you call it?
Yeah, I saw you uploaded that. You re-uploaded it to the, I guess, the new YouTube channel or whatever.
Well, it's been there for years.
Yeah.
Talking about auto patch.
Yeah.
But we
I
got
found
it all together. We got to tie it all together.
Yeah.
Every time I do an external link on the page, and I can't guarantee they're all this way, but I can go in and check. But every time I do an external link, I have it open that in a new window or a new tab so that they're not leaving our page. It's just opening an additional page.
Sounds like a plan.
Exactly. You put blank at the end of the link. But yeah, you got, that's what I like to see. But yeah, and Ben said something about making categories and everything on YouTube. Have like work days or work, and then put all the videos for that. Like maybe you could categorize the 6 meter repeater work, the 440 repeater work. And I was saying, I uploaded that video. Jack told me about it. He gave me a link to it. I downloaded it and re-uploaded it to our new video, to the Jacksonville Range video page. I would like to see all of our pictures and any old videos that I have, that anybody has about Jacksonville Range. We can
I made a
collect all these up.
DVD of it, brought it to a range meeting on Normandy on the west side and used it for a program one time.
All this stuff, it's history of Jacksonville Range. I would like to get it, if we can get a hold of it, access it and get it uploaded to YouTube. It's more stuff about our club. It's history. And if there's some way you can organize this in a different categories instead of just having 1,000 videos out there, Ben, that would be great too. For anybody that doesn't go to our website or YouTube and they get notifications YouTube, that would be easier for them to find any videos that they're looking for, not going to our website.
Yeah, so here's the way YouTube works. What YouTube works is it's called playlist. So I'm working right now. I've already done it for the most part for our meetings. I've made a playlist that's just club meetings. And then if we want to do a link, instead of doing a link to every single meeting on the web page and cluttering up the web page, we can say, here's a link to the videos of our meetings. And then they go to YouTube and it has that playlist of all of our meetings.
That's
And they can
fine.
choose which one.
Another link to special events, another link to work days.
I agree, but I don't see how you think it's cluttering the web page, because when you click
Well,
on,
if we have 50 meetings there, that's clutter.
well, you had categories that rise up by year. You click on 2014, and then you have another drop down menu with 12 months, and then you click on 2020.
That can be done.
12
that
months over here. That's not clutter. And then you keep them on, and those videos are within our web page. It don't open in a different page or
The webmaster will have a suggestion box for suggestions.
yeah. But yeah, and if it gets too cluttered, make it by decades. It's 2000 here and 2022 here and 2030 and 2040. But yeah,
And Justin, I had another thought for Squelch Tail.
Let's stick to what we were talking about. I can talk with you on the side for that.
But yeah, I think we're all on the same page. Got different ideas. We just need to get it together. I didn't realize there's that many people that just YouTube dedicated. And I know hello, Jim.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. I know there is, now see, this is what I like. We're having a board meeting and we have a non-board member watching. That's what we want. We want anybody to join these public meetings. That's why we have to have open meetings.
Good evening.
So, just a little bit staying on the YouTube subject, we have 124 YouTube subscribers now, which is up about 300% from this time last year. We have had more hours of YouTube viewing since the first of this year. So we're at the end of, so in the first 2 months of this year, we've had more hours of YouTube viewing than we did all of last year.
That's
just to give you an idea of how powerful the YouTube channel is as far as reaching people.
I'm all for the YouTube. I've been using it for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, that's great. My question is, it doesn't matter, but we have the announcement machine running now, and on the announcement machine, it's not announcing, telling people to go to Jacksonville Range Association Incorporated on YouTube. It's telling everybody to go to W4RNG.com website. Once they land on that website, are more people clicking on the video link going to YouTube? It doesn't matter, but that's one thing. We do have an announcement machine now. Maybe we are getting more popular. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more users.
Our central point of communications needs to be www.w4rng.com.
And I can go in and I can go to YouTube and figure out where people are coming from. Last time I checked, the majority of our videos were from either algorithm suggestions or what they call organic searches, meaning that somebody actually typed into YouTube that they wanted to see Winter Field Day or they wanted to see Jacksonville Range Association. Like they actually searched for specifically for that content. There was a percentage that was from links from the website. I don't remember that number, but we have it in the menu bar, W4RNG videos, and then at the bottom of every single page are the social media links and now our phone number for Facebook and YouTube.
www.w4rng.com and www.w4rng what is it? Not net. I don't think we did a net thing. We had 2 domain names here that we nailed down.
ORG, we had ORG.
ORG. I
Yeah, we
think need to be the ones that we emphasize and let the algorithms do their thing.
and that's what we're doing. And I think we have JacksonvilleRange.com, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if we do or not. It was never around when I was messing with it.
I
Yeah.
think that was one of the domains that you created, Daniel, but I don't know if we renewed it. It's jacksrange1word.com.
Yeah.
I don't know if we renewed that domain name.
But yeah, I think we're all on the same book. We want to try to grow the club. We got different mediums now. We got Facebook, we got YouTube, and we have our website. And we just need to try to make them all more popular. Get W4RNG and Jacksonville Range Association, where the search engine is pointing everybody towards us and the local community and on the air and the radio. And if anybody knows of an announcement or something, let me know and I can put it on our announcement machine. And
well, and also anyone who lets us have their email address, add them to our email distribution list for Swell's Tail. And whether they're a paid up member or not matters not. It doesn't cost us anything to flip electrons out. It has these links and they may join. And they do, they have.
every time we get a new member, that email is added, and or Jess has been sending in the new testees. I've been adding those emails to our Squelch Tail list. So whenever we send out monthly or any mass letters that goes out to everybody that is on the Squelch Tail list, which is everybody.
I'm also going to add the Saturday event to Meetup.
Good idea.
We have a presence on Meetup for local and regional.
LinkedIn would be a good idea too.
Yeah, I did find the meetup. I think
Since we're a corporation, being on LinkedIn is
Sorry,
not
I'm having trouble listening to Daniel. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, I found the meetup. Just doing research or looking something the other day, and I believe that was headed up by Jess. Is what it looks like.
We're sharing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Rajesh. We're sharing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank Jess for that. But yeah, there's everywhere we can try to do it, but it takes a lot of people to do all this and keep everything running and keep everything active. It just one person, 2 people are not going to be able to do all of it.
But it also takes organization and leadership. And I think we're moving in a good direction there.
Yeah, we're trying to, we can grow the club, get some more members and get some of these positions filled. Like you said, Jack, we need somebody to put in emails in our email in the Jack's Range Gmail account. I've been doing that myself I'd rather not have to do that, but nobody else has been doing it, so I've been trying to do that.
It's a it's a secretary position.
But watching just our Gmail account, there's a lot of stuff coming in off of Facebook, or we get a lot of emails, Facebook, or we do get some from within our website where people actually click the links to join, and I've been adding those to our list.
Well, we even get some from YouTube, inquiries about Jacksonville Range Association. But if nobody ever responds to those emails, they're kaput.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from YouTube.
I have, but it was 10 years ago when I was pushing it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, was I, you, no, let me back up. Jack, you said that's a secretary's responsibility to do what?
Communicate.
From what? From the Gmail to
Anything. Anything. Anything.
I wasn't
records
aware I
of-
was supposed to monitor all of that.
Keep records of the organization and respond to inquiries.
Okay, I wasn't aware I was supposed to be checking the Gmail account on a daily basis and passing that on.
Hey,
Well,
Justin,
daily,
on Saturday, I can help you get your phone set up to check the Gmail and and get you signed on to the Google Voice for the phone line too.
I'm working in the morning. I won't be there until after 3. I was
Okay,
not able to change my schedule. I'll have to get with you individually on that.
okay, we can find some time to meet up another day then.
All right, thank you.
you two may get together when you take this DR1X and the box down to Ben, or he comes up here or whatever.
Yeah, well, the voicemail or the phone number should work regardless.
Well, here's the problem. Depending on how you guys do it, if you don't use the app and you just forward it to your phone number, if your phone is out of service or your battery is dead, it's going to go to your personal voicemail. It's going to pick up an answer first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it also records it on their Gmail account.
Yes.
And it transcribes it into a email. And the
Yes.
email notifies us that you had missed a phone call. But we rarely ever get a phone call on that phone number.
Yeah, but I'm like you. If we ever do get a phone call or a voicemail there, or even a text message, because I have told people they can text us at that number, we don't want to drop the ball on it, right?
Exactly. If we open a channel for comm, we don't want to ignore it.
One thing I don't understand is I have 2 numbers set up in that account, my number and Justin's number. You can call that number or text it, and it goes straight to my phone. When does it ring my phone and Justin simultaneously? And it's whoever picks up first gets it?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
So for example, we don't want to include our numbers in there because that's going to forward it to our actual phones. And if like I said, if we're out of service or our batteries are dead or whatever, it's going to jump straight to your personal voicemail. We want to use the Google Voice app on our phones. It will cause all of our phones to ring at the same time, or anything, even if like you're logged in on a computer or tablet, it'll all ring at the same time. Whoever answers it first gets the call. And if we get a text, then we'll all get the text and anybody can respond to the text. So I'd rather have, 3, 4 people looking at this stuff and, accidentally respond to somebody twice than not respond to them at all, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That sounds good. I mean, I can add you if you'd like, Ben. But I have
I'm on it. I have the Google Voice app.
You're not on our account. Your phone number's not there.
If you call the range phone number right now, my phone will ring. My Google Voice will pop up and say, someone's ringing from this. You don't need the phone number on there. You just need the app and to log into the app. My phone number's not on there because I don't want my personal voicemail to be the one that people hear.
Correct, correct.
Oh,
One point of interest on the Google phone app. We need to, with Jacksonville Range Association, operate a Jacksonville Range Association Google phone app. All of us check into, not a personal one at Ben's or my business or where Justin's or who's up.
That's
I'm looking-
exactly what Ben's saying, Jack.
I'm looking at our account now, Ben. We have 2 linked numbers. My
Yes,
number,
and we don't want to link any numbers. We want 0 linked numbers. We
well,
don't
if I
want
don't
linked
put my
numbers.
number here, my phone does not ring.
I know. You need to download the Google Voice app.
I'm not
and
putting
log
apps
into
on
it.
my phone. My
Okay,
phone
then
is
we're
for
going
phone
to have to
calls.
deal with the fact that if your phone is out of service or your battery's dead or you
Which is not very likely or often. My
cut it off,
batteries
it's your
never
personal
go
one
dead.
again.
Okay, if it goes to my personal voicemail, I check my voicemails and I'll respond. It's no big deal. But I'm not going to put an app on my phone to answer my phone for me. And I got enough apps on my
You don't want to put
phone.
the app and you're willing to have people call Jacksonville Range Association and hear, hey, this is Daniel, leave me a message.
Well, if there are
So
multiples of us who do have the Google phone app in backing up Jacksonville Range Association phone number, then the chances of it getting answered are greatly improved.
Yeah.
If Daniel is not one of them, then he will get a transcript of the phone of the email. I mean, of the voicemail by email.
not if his voicemail picks up first.
You know,
Well, why would his
bottom line, I'm not
why
putting.
would his voicemail pick up first if he doesn't have the app?
Nope, it's the opposite. What happens is if you don't have the app, the only way you can receive calls is it is actually forwarding that call to your personal phone number and your phone is ringing. And if your phone is out of service or otherwise going directly to voicemail for whatever reason, that is the voicemail that the people will receive.
There's
Well,
surely
That's what they will
there's
hear, and that's
surely
where they
setting-
will leave their
There is
voicemail.
surely a setting to let him off the hook for that if that's not what he wants.
Okay, well, I'll set my phone to answer after
That's-
5 rings. Everybody else sets their Google Voice to answer after 4. So if I don't answer my phone, my battery's dead, which is never dead. I charge it every night. And it lasts for 3 or 4 days if I don't charge it because I don't have 50 apps on my phone. I have my phone to answer my phone. And by doing that, my battery lasts a lot longer. So therefore, my battery's never dead. But anyway, so
I'm not saying
I
that's a
don't-
problem.
if-
That's just something to be aware of as a
Okay,
potential
well,
issue if we go that route.
okay, well, the potential issue is that somebody else answers it first. It will never go to my voicemail. If everybody else's voicemail picks it up before, if everybody sets their Google voicemail to picks up 3 rings, mine picks up at 4. Okay, if nobody answers the phone, everybody else's Google Voice will pick it up at 3. Then it's never going to go to my voicemail when it rings 4 times. See where I'm going? So it will never make it to
And
my
I'm not
voicemail
sure
box.
Google has a setting to. I'm not sure Google has a ring amount setting on their voicemail. I can look into that though.
Okay,
Well,
so
this
what
is
the
an
bottom line
IT
is then if nobody answers it, it's going to go to everybody's voicemail. It's going to go to somebody's Google Voice and it's going to
No,
go.
because I'm
Well,
not forwarding the number to my number. I am putting the app on my phone and
Okay,
it is
well,
ringing and operating within the app by itself. I'm not
Okay.
forwarding our club's phone number to my cell phone.
okay, you're forwarding it to Google Voice.
No,
Right.
it's a native Google Voice number. It's not being forwarded anywhere. It's running on the app. The app is alerting me that somebody is calling me or
Okay.
us. It's telling me,
Absolutely.
it also is distinguishing to me whether it's my personal Google Voice number or the club's Google Voice number. It pops that up as well. I can
Okay.
choose whether to answer it or not answer it, send it to voicemail, whatever.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's not,
that's
at
fine.
no point is it connected to my personal phone.
Okay, so your
Believe me,
phone's not
Dan.
even gonna ring because somebody calls our Jacksonville Range phone number.
Absolutely ring. The app opens
Oh, you
and
just said
rings.
some apps working it, not your phone.
Correct.
You gotta have the Google
Okay,
app.
my
If you have
phone
an app
actually
on
rings.
your phone and it's notifying you of something, it doesn't need a telephone to do that, right? I mean, I've taken phone calls on my tablet
Okay,
before that doesn't even have a cellular device in it.
okay. Well, what happens if nobody answers the phone? Where's
It
that?
goes
Who?
to the voicemail for Google Voice. It goes to our
Okay,
voicemail. That is my voice saying, "This is Jacksonville Range Association. We can't take your
okay.
call. Leave a
All right, we
message."
got all that. All right. Say Justin decides, hey Ben, I want to put an app on my phone because I only have 15 apps already running. I want to have 16, 17 apps because I want to run my Google Voice app plus the club's Google Voice app. So I'm going to add 2 more apps running on my phone all the time on top of my 17 I already got. I don't have any apps I'm running on my phone. I open it up, there's nothing on my phone but my phone. If I want to run something, I open it up and run it. When I get through, I close it. There's no apps running actively on my phone. Okay, so you got an app running on your phone. Your phone rings. Justin's phone rings. Not the phone, but the app. It notifies you
Yes.
that somebody's calling the app. My phone rings saying, hey, somebody's calling the club. I answer it, or I don't answer it. Y'all don't answer it. Where does that go? Does my phone? You're saying my phone's going to pick up and answer it.
It's gonna
It's
go
not
to
going
the
to go to
cloud. It's
Google
gonna go to
Voice
If
the
or
your
cloud.
phone is
It's
out of
gonna go to the
service
cloud. It's gonna
Okay.
go to
or
the
your
cloud.
voicemail
Trust me.
is set too earlier than Google Voices, then it will go to your voicemail and they will hear
Okay.
your voicemail. If your
Okay.
voicemail is set up to pick up after Google Voices voicemail, then it will go to the Range voicemail through Google Voice, and
Okay.
everybody will be notified via email, via alerts in the app and all that hey, you have a voicemail now.
Yeah.
Only
Okay.
on the chance that your voicemail is set to pick up before Google Voice does, or your battery's dead, or your phone's otherwise out of service,
Well, my
then it
battery's
will
never.
Actually,
Well, I can solve the whole.
actually, there's a YouTube that explains all of this better than Ben.
Okay. Well, I can
I thought
solve
I
the
was doing a
problem.
great job.
You are
Well,
doing a great job,
oh,
Ben,
you're
but
telling
they're
me
doing
that
better.
the only way it's going to work is to run an app all the time on my phone. Like I said,
Nope.
I don't run apps on my
And
phone.
like I said a few minutes ago, it's not a problem. It's just something to be aware of as a potential issue if you do decide to do it with that method.
Okay. Well, it's never been an issue. So. Justin, do you want your phone number to ring directly when somebody calls the Jacksonville Range Association? Or do you want me to take your number off this list and you can get with Ben and you can install Google Voice and have Google Voice running on your phone if you don't already have it running? As an app,
It's
you
already,
have to have,
yeah, it's already running. If you want to leave my number, that's fine.
I mean, I can take it off
Um,
and you can use the Google Voice if you already have it running. I mean,
Let me get with Ben about it, and I can learn a little more about the ins and outs, either with the YouTube or with Ben, and then I can decide.
I have
so
used
about a
Google
year
Voice.
ago, when
I have used,
when this all started,
I
I
have
called the
used,
phone number and Justin.
I have used
Hey,
Google Voice.
Jack, you're
Yeah,
interrupting.
yes,
You're
I am
interrupting,
interrupting. I
Jack.
have
You're
something.
interrupting, Jack.
Good, you
Because
interrupting
what's
me.
more
I have
important.
something to say. I have something to say.
go
I
ahead,
think
Jack.
I'm done.
I had my hand up. What more do you want?
Go ahead, Jack.
Any of this can be worked out without tying up a whole board meeting on the subject.
Yeah, I agree. But sitting there hollering like you was just doing was
Well,
ridiculous.
people are talking through, people are not listening to each other, and I had something to say, and I was
Go ahead,
being
say,
ignored.
go
I
ahead.
did. I'm finished.
That was it.
That was it.
All that racket, blah, 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 blah. It was just to say this could be said somewhere else.
That was all there was to it.
Well, all you had to do is sit back and say nothing. I
Well,
mean, you wasn't helping the situation at all. You was causing
Well, I
more noise.
Probably not. I raised my hand and it was being ignored.
No, I didn't see your hand over here. I'm not watching the software. I was over here looking at the program on the voice meeting thing on Google on another computer.
There's a lot to be known about Google Phone, and it is a fantastic program. You don't even have to have it on your cell phone. You can do it on your laptop.
Yeah, well, I don't use it, and it rings my phone. So I'm not this type of person that's going to be running apps and to have YouTube tell me somebody uploads to YouTube.
I have heard you say that.
It don't make any sense.
I have heard you say that 5 times. I understand your position.
So why does anybody need to have somebody? Well, somebody uploaded YouTube at 3 o'clock this morning, woke me up middle of the night, and I'm going to have to watch video because they just uploaded it. Really?
People
What
use
the hell?
People use their phones differently, one from another. That's why I have a home phone.